Okay, so we should be live. I'm here live with Rob Mix, and we are going to be, we had a little cheer in the background there, just covering the Achieve Today-Joe Vitale Miracles Coaching Certification Program. So we'll kind of give you a breakdown of how it works. We'll start with the introduction. So this is session number 1. It's broken down into 12 sessions. Each session, you'll notice at the very top, it'll show the goal that you have with the student to gain a clear understanding of where the student is starting from and what the student wants to accomplish while in the program. It'll give you a recommended session time. Recommended session length is 45 minutes. And then you've got the session process. You call or Skype the client, welcome and congratulate the client for the commitment they have to the program. Ask them, what are you excited about right now in your life? This is a great way to get the client in a good, positive state of mind before you start delivering the content, and that's really important, really, in anything that you do. Guide the student through the questions below, recap what you went over the session, preview next week's session. So I'll just kind of go over the first session. The rest will kind of give you an idea. So session topic. This session is to find out where you are in a few key areas of your life and living the life of your dreams, and to identify where your starting point is. So I'd love to hear how you feel about this topic. Let me ask you a few questions. What you'll notice a lot with this coaching process is we take a real Socratic approach, so a lot of questions. The coach, this is designed to have the coach speak 25% of the time, and you're letting the student kind of discover 75% of the time. We just found it a lot more effective that way. Really awesome questions that help really give them insight. What are you most certain about in your life? If you knew you could not fail, what are three things you'd like to accomplish in the next 90 days? So all these questions are really, really killer because they go right into the core of what you're wanting to help them find or overcome. We teach the 5 steps of the law of attraction, as seen right here. We teach the different clearing methods. We recap the Achieve Today homework. And then each session, you'll notice we actually teach a clearing method. So this one's the 3-step clearing method by Gil. And we have the whole script in here, the breakdown of how you do the process. That's basically session number 1. All the other sessions are outlined the same way. We get deeper into intentions on session number 2. Same thing, it's questions. You have your outlined goals right here of exactly what you want to accomplish in the session. There's the Achieve Today discussion or the miracles discussion. And then we do an exercise, my intention exercise. So before I leave this life, I really feel like I need to. You have the client fill in the blank. Helps them get super, super clear on what they want. There's a vibrancy session. This is where we actually get into, are they taking care of their bodies? Are they eating right? So are they getting enough sleep? Because before you just dive into the mindset and all of this, you got to know, fundamentally, are they doing okay as far as just taking something as simple as taking care of themselves? But you'll find a lot of people are not getting enough sleep. They're not drinking enough water. They're not exercising, and all of that's impacting their ability to find and eliminate their limiting beliefs. So it's kind of, the first 3 sessions are really foundational before we get to the core of the whole program, which is finding your limiting beliefs. And so we'll talk about, again, the whole process. Our goal of the session is to find where you have limiting beliefs, and there's success, relationships, health, spirituality. We go through a discussion, again, a lot of questions to help them dig up their limiting beliefs. We define what a limiting belief is. Are there areas of your life that you would like to change but you've been avoiding? So the reason we ask that question is procrastination is a symptom of a limiting belief. So we want to know in what areas of their life have they been procrastinating. Again, all of these questions are all designed to help the limiting beliefs just kind of bubble up. We walk them through a powerful meditation to help them. It's called the Wise Man Meditation, and we go more into detail on how this works, but it's basically, how do you ask your subconscious what your limiting beliefs are? That's what that session is. Again, we teach another clearing method. We recap. Then we go through actually clearing your limiting beliefs. This is a killer session because you find out how to clear your limiting beliefs as far as your whether you're auditory, you're kinesthetic, you're visual. So no matter what kind of client you get, you're going to know how to clear their limiting beliefs. So it's not a one-size-fits-all approach. We've because of our experience of coaching thousands of clients, we know that if you take just the visual method to all of this, you're probably not going to have clients that don't resonate with that. So anyway, after you find the limiting beliefs, and we have a whole we give them the whole scripts on how to clear limiting beliefs, all these different tools, EFT, metaphors. I mean, they're going to be clearing pros by the time they go through this. Then we teach them how to visualize properly. This is where we alter the what's called the submodalities, kind of like when we had our sessions, how you're kind of visualizing things in bright colors or black and white. It's the same thing. So you're teaching them how to really enhance, really bring the emotion when it's things associated with their goals, and we're teaching them how to turn off those negative emotions. And of course, we know emotions, what activates the law of attraction. It also is what drives human behavior. All right, so going really quickly through this. Then we go through confidence. We give them practical exercise tools on how to consistently develop more confidence in their lives. Again, if you've gone through coaching, you've probably experienced a lot of this. Time to achieve today. This is a productivity. This is a little bit of a branch from traditional miracles coaching. Is very kind of metaphysical, spiritual based, where we want to go there, but we also want to have it a blend with also some very practical, productivity steps. How do I manage my time more efficiently? Because you can give them all the tools out there, but if you don't have time management tools and how to prioritize your goals, like things like that, then you're not going to end up doing anything. So that's why that session's so important. Clearing mastery. This is where we really, basically we come back and review what they've learned as far as the clearing methods and make sure that they're understanding, comprehending all of it, and we go deeper into all the different clearing methods. Session number 10 is Achieve Today Mastery. Again, this is where we start going through all the core concepts, making sure they're really solidified, the student really has it down, making sure that they haven't missed anything at this point. This is a killer session as well, a lot of great information, new stuff in there. Your Powerful Mind is where we dive deep into how the subconscious mind works, and we go through the fundamentals of the subconscious, again, taking the Socratic approach, questioning. And then session number 12 is No Limits. That's where we basically commit the student to living a life without limits. So that's the 12-session process. This formula was developed with input from Janine, Gil, all the coaches. Collectively, you're probably looking at 30,000 coaching hours that have gone into this development. So definitely worth the price tag.
What part is it them coaching other people?
So, yes. So and I'm glad you asked that. So one of the assignments, Rob asked, what part of this is them coaching other people? Every week, one of the assignments is that they coach this session twice, and they can do it to friends or family members. What we're planning on in the future, most likely what will happen is with the Success Center Plus, there will be a lot more ability for students to network with each other, which is really close to being online. I don't know if we want to sell it just yet because it's not quite ready, but they most likely will be able to network with people if they can't find friends and family, or they can even call into the coaching support line and go through a coaching session with them.
Okay.
So anyway, that in a nutshell is what they get in the coaching certification program.